Amagoduka at Glencoe Station by Oswald Mbuyiseni, Mtshali. We travelled a long journey through the wattle forest of Vryheid, crossed the low-levelled Blood River, whose water flowed languidly as if dispirited from the shattered glory of my ancestors. We passed the cold fields of Dundee, black heads in the wrinkled face of northern Zululand, until our train ultimately came to a hissing stop at Glencoe. Many people got off, leaving the enraged train to snort and charge at the night on its way to Durban. The time was 8 p.m. I picked up my suitcase, sagging under the weight of a heavy overcoat. I shambled at the non-European male's waiting room. The room was crowded, the air was hung, a pall of choking odor, rotten meat, tobacco, and sour beer. Windows were shut tight against the sharp bite of winter. Amagoduka sat on bare floor, their faces sucking the warmth of the coal fire crackling in the corner. They chewed dry bread, scooped corned beef with rusted knife, and drank mqombothi from the plastic can which they passed from mouth to mouth. They spoke animatedly and laughed in thunderous peals. A girl peeped through the door. They shuddered at the sudden cold blast, jumped up to fondle and leer at her. "Aw, ngena sis." She shied like a frightened filly, banged the door and bolted. They broke into a tumultuous laughter. One of them picked up a guitar, plucked it with broken fingernails, caressed its strings with a castor oil bottle. It sighed like a jilted girl. "You play down, Pansy. Play D," he whispered. Another joined in with the concertina. Its sound fluttered in flowery notes like a butterfly picking pollen from flower to flower. The two began to sing, their voices crying for the mountains and the hills of Msinga. Stripped naked of their green garments, they crossed rivers and streams, gouged dry by the sun rays, where lowing cows genuflected for a blade of grass and a drop of water on riverbeds littered with carcasses and bones. They spoke of hollow cheeks maidens, heaving drums of brackish water from a far-away mountain. They told a big-bellied baby, sucking festering fingers instead of their mother's shriveled breast. Two cockroaches as big as my overcoat buttons jived across the floor, snatched the meat and breadcrumbs, and scurried back to their hideouts. The whole group joined in unison. Curious eyes peered through frosted windows. "Ekhaya bafowethu. We come from across the Tugela River. We are going to Egoli, where they'll all turn us into moles that eat the dust gold and spit out blood. We'll live in the compounds where young men are pampered into partners for old men. We'll visit ship-inns where a whore waits for a fee to leave your balls burning with syphilistic fire. If the gods are with us, oh, beloved black gods of our forefathers, what have we done to you? Why have you forsaken us? We'll return home to find our wives nursing babies unknown to us, but only to their mothers and loafers."